Well, hello there, and good evening, everyone. I'm William Brantley from South Jackson, Tennessee, or Bemis, Tennessee, ready to share with you today's climate summary and give you a forecast for the next few days momentarily. I got a few comments from yesterday's video about my brief biography, and I appreciate your comments. And there's one thing that someone asked that I forgot to mention, how I got into the interest of weather. Basically, I've been interested in that since I've been a kid, basically in my teenager years, reporting and seeing hail and snow, and being able to report that to the National Weather Service and some local media stations, and they in return report that over the air. I thought that was rather exciting, and that kind of got me started in the weather. And then going from 80 degrees one day to cold enough to snow the next. And there were some times when that happened back in the 70s and a few 80s. And that got me highly interested in the weather, of course. Alright, that kind of summarized that question, and thought I'd go ahead and tell the rest of you that. And beyond that, I was thinking for some reason I wasn't recording, but the blue light's on, so I guess I am. A little joke there. I guess let me move on to the weather. Now that you know how I got interested in the weather, it's all volunteer. There's no pay to it. I just love keeping up with it. Like I said, it's a very active hobby. And actually, I've been a storm spotter, trained storm spotter for the National Weather Service since 1994. Yeah, about 24 years now I've been a dedicated spotter to them. And for about 10 years I was a cooperative observer. Of course, I had to move around a little bit, and that cost me that. But that's okay. I still have ways of reporting to them and to you, and that's what counts. And I'm still volunteer storm spotter, which is okay. And there are some good dedicated people out there that are just that, and it is a very important a volunteer responsibility. Alright, let me move on. As of 5 p.m., and I don't know why I'm choked up. I do that every time. I just drunk a little bit of something to help me ease my throat. Alright, let me move on with tonight's weather. It's a little dark in the background. I thought I'd turn that big light off right above my head, so that helps with the reflection. Seems like you get the natural color of my head now. I better hush. I better move on before I get carried away. And some of y'all get to saying, "Oh Lord." No, maybe you won't go that far. I've had some nice comments, and thank you again for all my subscribers who loves the video and enjoys the report. I think it's 153 now. I picked up at least one more since yesterday, and I appreciate that. And maybe I'll pick up a few more as time goes by. And I'll try to follow you back as well. Alright, as of 6 p.m., I had a little afternoon nap that slowed me down a little bit. As of 6 p.m. here in Bemis, it was partly cloudy skies. The temperature was 85 degrees. The dew point was 69 degrees. Humidity was 59%. There was no heat index or super hot, feels like temperature today. We had north winds at 14 miles per hour. That's helping a lot. And the barometric pressure is, the north winds that is, barometric pressure was 29.90 inches of mercury. I'm sorry my throat is so high pitched, but maybe it'll be alright. Low this morning was 69 degrees. Hey, I told you it was going to get down to 69 again this morning. And it did. 69 degrees. High today was 86 degrees. Yeah, another day below 90. How about that? 86 degrees here in Bemis. No rain fell, of course, since midnight. And I do have a minor correction to tell you. 6.66 inches is still the rainfall total for the month of July here in Bemis. And the yearly total, I made a slight boo-boo on that yesterday. Rather than being 51.54 inches, it should have been 50.54 inches of rain, and it would take 51.02 or higher for the yearly total to be the wettest first 7 months on record. So we got about a half an inch to go yet, and only a few days to go in July to make that happen. Right now it's the second wettest, I believe, on record. Alrighty. What was I? Lowest humidity, 59%, and that occurred at 5 and 6 p.m. Highest would be 96% at 5 and 6 a.m. And the lowest dew point temperature was 67 degrees at 2 and 3 a.m. The highest, boy, that picture's getting dark. Maybe it'd be okay. 67 degrees was the lowest dew point at 2 and 3 a.m. Highest would be 71% at 11 a.m. and 12 and 1 and 3 p.m. today. Lowest humidity dew point, well, I'll get it straight in a second. Lowest barometric pressure, go down the line, 29.84 inches at 2 a.m. The highest would be 29.92 inches at 11 a.m. and 12 noon. Highest wind gust today, north at 21 miles per hour at 2:43 p.m. Hey, my voice is trying to come back. Whoa, excuse me. Apologize for that one. Records for today, July 23rd, hottest high, 101 degrees in 1952. Coolest high would be 81 degrees in 1990. Warmest low would be 78 degrees in 1983, while the coldest low would be 59 degrees in 2007. Rainfall record for today, 1.93 inches in the year 2015. Oh, and incidentally, there was one other comment that was made about all the numbers that I share with you every day. It's simple. I like knowing all of them, all the basic conditions: dew point, barometric pressure, humidity, temperature, of course. I just like knowing the 24-hour summary, midnight to midnight, of those. I just think it's neat knowing that and sharing it with you. Basically, that's it. I do have a site on the computer from midnight to midnight that I put that on, and I got two sites really. One of them is williamebrantley.wordpress.com, and the other would be again williamebrantley.wordpress.com, and the other one would be on Google at brantley'sweather.blogspot.com. That's blogspot.com. It's also there as well, and that's the midnight to midnight summary. The ones I put on Facebook, weather group page, and on Twitter are partial summaries of all that. Generally speaking, as of noon or about 5 p.m., or like tonight, if I overslept due to an afternoon nap, it might be 6 p.m. Generally, that's why you see the two different ones. The highs and lows are my personal highs and lows here at my location. The other stats are based upon Jackson's airport, in case you'd like to know that as well. Alright, maybe that's good enough on that. Let me show you a few graphs, and that'll be it for tonight, I guess. Oh, I know, I'm just teasing. Let me show you, it quit moving. I gotta click it back on. Alright, let me bring my picture back up again. And one more button to click. There we go. Now I can see it, and the camera can too real good. And you're fixing to see it as well. Tonight's satellite picture, which is actually a fairly good one. There are a few clouds floating by east of Jackson toward the Tennessee River, western middle Tennessee. They're moving south, and the skies are soon becoming clear, if they're not already. And otherwise, the southeast looks pretty good in general, or at least Tennessee does. There's some clouds way over there in North Carolina, which I might talk about that a little bit more here in just a few minutes. Let's look at the radar. That's what it was I was trying to think of. And actually, yes, it looks like just east of Jackson, barely. There's a little tiny shower that's formed. That would be equivalent to 10% chance. The size of that shower. Like the coverage. Little brief sprinkle, basically.
Chester County and Ottoman County line on down into almost Mississippi. Down there, and they're all moving south. So it's not really going to affect Jackson directly, even though there is one just southeast of Jackson now, according to this radar. And let me see if I can move the radar over just a little bit. Yeah, there ain't a whole lot going on along the river, except for that little spot that you see right there. Alright, let me move to the southern regional. See, there's not a whole lot on that either, as you can see. Let me see if I can move that over. There we go, a little bit better view. Let me see if I pick up the camera. There you go. You can see most of Tennessee is rain free. And a good part of the southeast is just a few spotty hit and miss showers around the southeast, but most of the area, like Jackson westward, hey, good weather, good clear weather, rain free. All right, and should continue, by the way. Let's look at the current service map real quick, courtesy of the Weather Channel, of course. And it looks like, look at them lows down south of us. I have never seen so many lows together along the stationary front. Georgia, Florida, Mississippi coast, and 3 of them there in eastern Texas. My goodness. And not that whole lot of rain going on with it either. That's one of the few times I've seen something like that. And always something new you learn and see over time. There's the western U.S. with a bunch of lows over there. You can see, well, they all are a cold front up there in northwest of us. I think that one's going to be moving through West Tennessee toward the middle of the week and actually continue to keep cooler temperatures going, like highs in the 80s and lows in the 60s, which would be fantastic starting the month of August off. Matter of fact, the first week of August is looking like it's going to be a little bit below normal, especially near us and toward the plain states. So August is going to get off to a great start if the 6 to 10 day outlook holds up, of course. And speaking of that, let's look at the local forecast for right now here in Jackson. Just to let you know that nice weather is going to continue. We got over those few clouds this morning and afternoon, and they're moving on out and clearing up. Should be a clear rest of tonight. Let me move my box. There we go, so you can see it a little bit better. Clear skies basically rest of the night. The sun will be setting at 8:06 p.m. and the moon actually rises, rose rather, at almost 5 p.m., about 4:56 p.m. It'll be setting at 2:37 a.m. tomorrow morning. With Mostly clear skies on Tuesday. Low near 66. Hey, it's even going to be cooler tomorrow morning than it was this morning. Remember, it was 69 this morning, 66 tomorrow morning. Boy, it's going to be pleasant. High tomorrow, about 89 degrees. It's trying to get back up toward 90, but maybe to still stay 1 degree below it. We'll have north winds again tomorrow at about 10 to 20 miles per hour. Sun will be rising almost 6 a.m. at 5:57 a.m. It'll be setting tomorrow evening. The sun will at 8:06 p.m. Moon will be rising tomorrow evening at 5:49 p.m. and be setting at 3:19 a.m. Wednesday morning. Speaking of Wednesday, mostly clear skies continue. Low near 67, high of 90, north winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And I believe it's fair skies all the way till about Sunday. Weekend looks pretty good. Full moon, by the way, is coming up Friday on the 27th. And that'll be complete on Friday. And it rises at 8:07 p.m. and sets at 5:44 a.m. Saturday morning. Saturday, fair, lower 69, high 90. Next chance for rain is coming up Sunday and Monday. 60% chance both days. Low of 70, high of 87, with southwest winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And then again on next Monday the 30th, there's another 60% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Fair by Monday night with low of 69, high of 83, with southwest winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And then fair skies again by midweek next week, around Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. Alright, so that's pretty much covers it for tonight. Fair skies continue, cool temperatures continue, and it looks like on into the month of August, when normally we expect hot weather. Maybe not this year, not super hot anyways. We still haven't reached 100 degrees for the actual temperature this year, and maybe we won't. Who knows? Well, alrighty, and that's it for tonight. Thank you for listening and subscribing and viewing and your nice comments, and hope to talk to you again soon. Good night and God bless. Bye-bye.